So welcome back, guys. I hope that you can hear me quite good. Today I was planning to do some advanced barbell workout sequence. So I would like to actually introduce you to the today's workout regimen. I split it into three sections. So the first section should be a main compound lifting section, and that is also divided to the superset section. And third one should be a complete strength and conditioning finisher that I will mention a little bit that I'm going to mention a little bit more further on. But the first and foremost, I would like, as the title said, main compound lifting. So I divided here into the five most common and important um, techniques of lifting when it comes to barbell. So as you see, I included the barbell back squat, deadlifts, some incline floor presses, seated overhead presses, and bent over rows. So, but I decided to go in a different way on this occasion. So, for the first exercise, I will do 4 sets and using an upside down pyramid, which actually is going to be a little bit different this time. So I would start with a 10 repetition, go further on with 8, 6, and 4 at the end. So I will decrease the number of repetition for each set and also decrease the amount of weight that actually I'm using. So I will start practically with the heaviest lifting possible. In this case, I will start with 85% of my repetition maximum and go down further on, down to 4 repetitions, reducing by 5% of each set. So that will be practically my first method using the science behind it is practically, so I want to go heavy at the beginning of the workout. Actually I'm rested, and further on when I'm getting tired, I want to engage the more muscle units possible at this point. And as you can see, the last 2 sets will be actually they are actually underlined, and I'm going to use the pause sequence here. So at the bottom, I'm going to use a slow and centric and very controlled movement, but at the bottom, I will be making a small pause in between. So this method is actually practically is going to be a tap out, and all of the energy will be actually using for this kind of method. So I will use this with the back squat, with the deadlifts, also with inclined floor presses, where actually I'm gonna do it on a mat ball because I like just the angle how it hits me, and using the pause sequence at the bottom as well, so practically on my chest. With seated overhead presses, I like to do this one more in a difference with the military presses, because I don't have to use the leg swings in this situation. So I like to control the movement a little bit more, so it hits me even more. And with the fifth exercise over here, so barbell bent over row, I'm also going to use the pause sequence at the top. So practically when the lats and the scapulas are squeezed at the top. So practically for in all of the situations about 2 to 3 seconds. That's what's actually for the first part. The second part, superset series. There is 2 superset series. So the first one is with barbell front squat to immediately switch to barbell good mornings. So practically the weight is gonna stay in front of me, and then I'm gonna change it and do immediately standing good mornings over here. So the second part is with barbell biceps curls and to barbell skull crushes. Um, um, I'm gonna rest 60 seconds after each superset, and try to do at least 2 to 3 minutes after the change. So that will be the advanced accessory work with the superset. And the last one I like to call 6 sixes, because it includes 6 exercises and each of them will be done in 6 repetition form. I like to use somewhere between 35 to 55% of my 1 repetition maximum. and also to increase about 2.5% on a micro level. So each week 2.5%, and end up in a super middle range of my progression, because I know my body. So it's working very well with this method. So the exercises that are included, there are also compound movements. So there is also just one exercise that is added here. So it's hang and cleans in this specific case, but I will go what is the difference with this. So there is also a conditioning component behind it. So we're going to do practically all of the exercise with the barbell, and the barbell is going to stay in our hands for the whole time. So I will start with 6 deadlifts, change it immediately to 6 bent over rows, then go to 6 hanging cleans, continuing with 6 front squats, then with 6 overhead presses, and finishing up with 6 back squats. So if you're a beginner, if you're not used to do this kind of metabolic workout, I would suggest you to start just with one set as a finisher. But if you're progressing later on, it should be like doing 3 to 4 rounds. Something like that it's a perfect to actually know that you're in a good form, respectable form. So this is the complex with strength conditioning finisher, and for this case, of course, the time is off, so I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just going to go back here to explain you a little bit more about my progression, because I'm using the upside down pyramid. So practically I'm going to start with 85% of my repetition maximum, and go down also like here all over the place, because my body just feels a little bit more comfortable with it. And then I will finish it with 80%, move down towards the 75%, and then finish it out with 70%. So that would be, for example, on a micro level, something like this. This would be like the week 1, but in a week 2, like I said, I'd like to progress it even more, like 2.5%. So there will be like 87.5% increased in weight, and then this will be 82%, 8.5, then going down to 77 and 72.5. So this will be the week 2 and the week 3 and the week 4. So practically in one monthly cycle. So we can finish it like up to 95%. And after 3 months, you will see that actually we're gonna break it down the barrier, over 100%. And that is actually the safest way to do the progressive overload. And then in between, just looking around how actually our body is adapting towards it, and to put in between the progressive overload phase, the adaptation phase. So one without the other is not going to work. You cannot just go progressive overload continuously without breaking even, or how should I say it, or just adapting your body to the new environment and to the new metabolic circumstances of your body. So you want to reflect on it and try to actually to be strong for that specific weight that you are lifting, and that your body is finding yourself in it. So this is the best progression, just to wait and actually to wait the hormonal response, and then even increase more further on. So this is the safest plan, and I practice this one very often on my clients, and it seems to be very useful, very good and positive feedback, especially for the younger athletes. So how this actually is going to work on a practical way, you're going to see it right after.